I'm really sorry.
Sorry.
As the two bowed down their heads, all I could do was stare in surprise. I hope this is just a bad dream. That was all I could think about. When I woke up, the first thing I saw was my ceiling. The event that I just saw right now really was a dream. But that was reality itself. A few days later, my best friend Yu told me he had something to tell me. Takeshi, I have to talk to you. As he said that in a serious note, I went to the coffee shop that he told me to come to. There sat my girlfriend, Akane. Oh, Akane, what's wrong?
The thing is...
Wait, I'll explain it. Takeshi, can you sit here? Yeah. Seeing that something was up, I had a bad feeling. It was right after this that my bad feeling came true. I have feelings for Akane-chan, and I knew I had to tell you too, but when I saw your face, I just couldn't. And I've been escaping from this. I know I'm doing something terrible, but I couldn't keep my feelings in anymore. I'm really sorry. After he said that, he gave me a deep bow. What the hell?
I'm the one to blame. I didn't know about how you felt sometimes, so I often talked to Yugun for advice. He would always comfort me, saying that you were awkward but cared deeply about me. I tried to convince myself we're okay, but I realized that I was going to Yugun all the time because he was so nice, and I gradually lost my feelings for you. I'm sorry.
Akane looked down the whole time, as if she were crying silently. I see. I didn't realize it all. My heart was in pain. I didn't know what to do. But both my best friend and my girlfriend were important people to me. And I loved them both. Even if I got upset, the fact that they liked each other wouldn't change. Even if I stated that I won't forgive them, it's not like I could turn back time. Then, all I could do was decide to forgive them. I tried to get back my sense of reason and told the two, I hope you two become happy together. Honestly, 90% of those words came out of pride and will. But I couldn't have kept my calm if I hadn't said that. With just those words, I left the shop. On the way home, I was overwhelmed by the feeling of loneliness and wept alone. I didn't even know myself what made me so sad and miserable. I was just so confused. I couldn't even chew nor swallow my food properly. Still, it wasn't like the world ended. Even though I felt this miserable, time continued to pass normally, and I would see both Akane and Yu at school. There was no way I could live my life without meeting them. Although I was in a terrible state, I told myself again and again, this is just reality that I have to face. It is hard to get back an emotion that already disappeared. Even if I told Akane that I loved you, but I couldn't say it in words because I was shy, it was too late. Even if I regret how I didn't say that to her in person, it would do nothing to the fact that you and Akane like each other. And no matter what, I still love both of them. I definitely do not want them to become unhappy, but I was devastated. I couldn't pretend like nothing happened. My best friend and girlfriend, the two that were so important to me, I would feel terrible. In order to keep my mind off of that, I increased my jogging hours. Times like these, going out for a jog was the best thing to do. I realized that tough exercise helped me clear my mind. I was glad now that I joined a different club from Yu's. Like this, I tried to let time heal my heart. As I desperately begged so, I just ran and ran. That should be it for today. When I tried to go and drink water, someone came to talk to me suddenly. Yes?
I want you to go out with me.
That was a statement that came out of the blue. This girl who confessed her love to me at such an unexpected timing was Miya Mochizuki. She was beautiful, had good grades, and was great at sports too. With her looks, brains, and body, She was known by everyone in the school as the prettiest girl there. Even I, who didn't really care about others, knew about her. But I've never even talked to her properly before. Does she mean go out as in like boyfriend and girlfriend? Maybe she has mistaken me for someone else? Bewildered as I was, Mochizuki-san continued to talk to me.
Oh, sorry. I will explain properly. I was dating you.
What? Mochizuki-san and you were dating each other? I've never heard anything about this before. You. Why did he try to keep this a secret from me? I mean, what kind of situation is this? He dumped Mochizuki-san and started going out with his best friend's girlfriend. I mean, what really is a best friend? Was it only me who thought so?
But the other day, he dumped me saying there was someone else he liked. And so, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I can't get over him. And I was so upset. When I researched about who this girl was, I found out that she was your girlfriend. And so, I'm inviting you to get revenge on them. I mean, it's upsetting to just let this be. So let's talk bad about them together. That's what I meant.
I see.
Please, if you refuse me too, I have nowhere to go. I know this has no meaning. I know that even if I do this, it's not like you is going to come back to me. But it just hurts so much. I thought if it were you, you'd understand how I feel.
Mochizuki-san's voice got smaller and smaller as she talked. So even a beautiful girl like her gets dumped, huh? I mean, even the school's most beautiful girl gets sad like this. I stood there dazed as I thought about something so normal. Because she told me the shocking truth I didn't know about, my brain was about to explode.
Was it troublesome for you?
As she said that, Mochizuki-san looked straight into my eye. Her eyes were watering and her cheeks were rosy. To think there is such a beautiful girl like her, I was in awe. Sure, before I knew it, I had accepted her request. Even I didn't know what I should do. It's been like this ever since I was dumped. Well, I guess it's okay to go with the flow sometimes. After hearing my reply, Mochizuki-san showed a small smile of relief.
Thank you.
Seeing that face, I realized that I wanted to make her smile from the bottom of her heart. Her smile was that special that it touched my heart. One day, after a few days we made the revenge agreement.
Are you free this holiday?
Yeah, I am.
Let's follow them on their date.
What? Follow? I was slightly surprised at her uncalm words. Honestly, it wasn't something I was down for, and I realized doing such a thing wouldn't change anything. But if I refused, I thought Mochizuki-san might go after them on her own. If she did that, she'd get depressed again by herself, and she'll probably text me after that. I felt that I couldn't leave her alone and decided to go with her. Apparently, the two were going to an amusement park. Mochizuki-san decided the place and time to meet. When I left her alone for a split second, a guy came to hit on her right away. Seeing that, I realized that I made the right choice by coming with her. I'll go buy some drinks.
Thank you.
When I came back after buying some drinks, I saw another guy talking to Mochizuki-san. Oh, sorry. So she was here with you, huh? No, then let's hang out again if we meet. It seems like we really don't look like a couple. That's probably because I act distant. When I looked around to study how normal couples act, they were holding hands. I know that's quite normal, but I realized then that this was it. Should we hold hands? Thinking about what I just said, I realized I said something shocking. No, I mean, Mochizuki-san looked at me with a blank face at first. But after she thought about it for a while, she gave me a warm smile.
Yeah.
I didn't expect her to accept my sudden request. I was quite happy. Mochizuki-san's hand was small and soft. I pretended not to realize the fast beating of my heart.
Wait! You're walking a little too fast.
Hearing her voice, I came back to my senses. I was apparently walking too fast and pulling her arm. Sorry! When I said that feeling sorry, Mochizuki-san let out a laugh.
It's not okay. That's why you get dumped.
As she laughed cheekily, she looked so cute, I stood there unable to say anything. It seems like Mochizuki-san and I were getting closer. That's true.
Oh, sorry.
Because I said that quietly, she thought I got upset. No, I just thought that you were saying facts. That was when I saw you and Akane walking together. What the heck? They look like they're having a blast. I was sure they wouldn't notice us because we were far away from them. Besides, they were in their own world. That's what I thought.
Does it hurt?
She probably felt so because I was staring at them. Worried about my feelings, Mochizuki-san talked to me. No, I just couldn't help but think they looked great with each other. I couldn't be like that, so... I realized something ever since I started hanging out with Mochizuki-san. I wasn't making any adjustments for Akane. The speed I walked in, the frequency of our texts, I did everything at my own pace. So what Mochizuki-san just told me was true. It was only normal that she dumped me.
Even though you understand, when you realize that they aren't looking at you at all, it does get to you, doesn't it? Love is tough.
True. I think that Akane tried to keep up with me many times. But I never asked her what she really wanted. I really think now that it was natural that I get dumped. I'm sure Yu is much better for her. He cares about her pace. Maybe he's not even trying. That's how good they are for each other. Akane was always facing me properly. I realized that I did something terrible to her.
When I was going out with you, I left everything up to him. He planned our dates, and it was always him who texted me first. As I started interacting with you, I started planning things myself, and I realized how hard it is to keep a conversation going. I felt like I can't help the fact that I was dumped. I wasn't thinking about him at all. And yet, I involved you into this, trying to get revenge on him. I realized I wasn't an attractive girl at all, and I felt a little bad.
And we're in such a joyful place like this, huh?
That's true. We're supposed to be having fun, and yet we're depressed like this.
With that, Mochizuki-san joked and pretended to be sad. But to me, it looked like she really was. Hold on a second. I wanted to regain her joy and went to a churro stand and came back with one in my hand. Here you go. She looked at me blankly for a split second, but then burst out laughing as she took the churros from my hand.
I can't, Mizuta-kun. Could it be that you're just super awkward?
I was slightly surprised at her for laughing suddenly, but because it wasn't a smile that showed depression or weakness, I felt a little happy.
Hey, I know it was me who invited you to go after them, but I think this is stupid. Let's go home.
With that, Mochizuki-san took my hand and started eating the churros in a good mood. This is really like a date. I thought so for a split second, but when I realized that our relationship was going to end if she got over her ex, I felt uneasy. Unfortunately, I couldn't help but think that she looked so adorable as she ate the churros next to me. Today, we are out together after Mochizuki-san told me she wanted to go to the planetarium. There, I coincidentally saw Akane. Adjusting to her slow walking speed, Yu was walking slowly with her. Seeing the two, I hope from the bottom of my heart that they become happy together.
Does it bother you?
No.
I guess I have no choice. I'll buy you ramen today.
It's not that I was depressed, but it seems like Mochizuki-san misunderstood me. She's trying to make me feel better. Without saying anything else, Mochizuki-san put her hand out. I also naturally took her hand and held it tight. I was nervous at first, but this became normal for us in time. Recently, we hang out together not because of the revenge agreement, but just for fun. I believe she invites me because she's lonely, but I wasn't lonely anymore, because I was more than happy to spend time with her. On the way home after looking at the stars at the planetarium, we walked under the cherry blossom tunnel. Ah, the flowers bloom beautifully this season, I thought in my head.
Thank you.
Mochizuki-san suddenly thanked me. Wondering if this is the last date with her, I felt so sad as I looked into her face. She made a face that I hadn't seen in a while. A troubled smile.
Date? Oh, I've been considering these dates the whole time, but you don't have to anymore. Thank you for being with me for a while.
I couldn't hide my shock after hearing Mochizuki-san's sudden words.
You know, I realized the reason why you started liking someone else and the reason why I wasn't chosen. Actually, I kind of knew it from a while back, but because you were kind, kept being with me, I took advantage of it. But I'm fine now. You still like her, right? Your ex-girlfriend? That's hard for me to handle now. So you don't have to be with me anymore. Thank you so much for your time until now.
Mochizuki-san smiled as she looked like she was about to cry. I think she was imagining me looking at Akane from afar. No, that's not what it was.
Then what was it?
I realized I didn't want to make the same mistake, because I am in love with you now.
What? Me?
Yes.
Why?
Because you're cute,
Huh? What the heck?
and because you always smile next to me like you're having fun. I realized I fell in love with you. I love you.
Are you sure you're okay with a girl like me?
Yes.
I'm the type of girl who tries to get revenge.
I was watching you right next to you, but you didn't hurt anyone, did you?
And I'm selfish.
It's fun to go along with your selfishness.
And I get out of control easily.
I'll stop you when you do.
And I love you, Mizutani-kun.
Then that's great.
Idiot! Be a little bit more surprised.
I'm super happy.
Really? I can't tell.
I'm happy.
You have such a straight face. Really? Are you sure you're okay with me?
It has to be you. You should realize how cute you are soon, you know?
Huh? Whoa! Wow! I'm so happy!
As tears poured from her eyes, they fell down her soft cheeks. I really thought she was beautiful. After wiping them away, Mochizuki-san closed her eyes. I was a little nervous, but I gave her a kiss.
I didn't think you'll really do it.
That was just unfair.
Why?
Gravity pulled me towards you.
What the heck?
Again,
Okay.
cherry blossoms.
Huh?
The cherry blossoms are beautiful here in the spring.
Oh, I see.
Let's look at them together. This year and next year.
Yeah.
We walked down the streets towards the station holding hands. The wind was soft and slightly warm. I clutched her hand a little tightly and, adjusting to her small steps, walked slowly next to her.